Good morning, everybody. Benjamin Farrell here. I'll be your host this morning. One of the great events here in the Triangle. So glad that you are with us. I can see many of you are right over here chatting along in the chat box, letting us know your commitment and your connection to the clubs. Also, let us know where you're viewing from. We have a front row seat in this virtual environment. People are watching from all over, from far and away. Now, our live broadcast is set to begin here in just about 10 minutes. And we are thrilled that you're with us. It is the Breakfast of Champions. It is a tradition, and we're glad you've taken time out of your morning to be with us. So looking forward to see you there in the chat, and we've got a big morning plan for you. So once again, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Make sure that you've got your Wi-Fi locked in and ready to go. This is a virtual event, and we are so grateful that you're with us. We'll be right back to start our live program in just under 10 minutes. Thank you, everybody.
You can hear my voice clap twice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 0. 0.
Woo! There it is! Woo! There it is!
Firecracker! Wakanda!
Forever!
Wakanda!
Forever!
Wakanda!
Forever!
I never freeze.
Let it rain, and clear it out. Let it rain, and clear it out. Let it rain, and clear it out. Let it rain, and clear it
School's over. What's next? Imagine a place where friendly faces say hello. You grab a healthy snack, have fun, and play a little. Imagine a place where you get lost in a book, get help with homework, or learn in the computer lab, where you create something cool. Kids take the stage, and you get some exercise. Imagine a safe place where you hang out with friends. Your voice matters, and someone's always there to listen. A place where you like spending the afternoon, and you can't wait to tell someone all about it. The club is a fun, positive, and safe place to grow. A place to become anything you dream. Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
This club is 11 years old, and I've been a part of it now for 4 years. We serve about 240 kids a day. I really enjoy working with the kids. They're the reason why I keep doing this. I know it sounds cliche, but the kids make it all worthwhile. And it's great seeing the effect of what we do and how their attendance here actually makes a positive impact over the course of several years.
Boys and Girls Club, how can I help you?
I'm actually the administrative director, But as with most of us, I wear many hats on a daily basis, from program tracking, daily paperwork, and what you might expect, to everything like filling in as van driver, a janitor, assisting with soccer, and I jump in with homework help when possible. Whatever is needed, we're more than just our job description. After school time is really important. The kids are ready to be here. Some have been sitting down all day in school. They look forward to this. They're excited to take part in all of the things we have going on here. The kids get into the programs and learn character, leadership, academics, and healthy lifestyles, sure, but they keep coming back for their connections to the staff. And it's our job to be the nurturing and caring people that we actually are.
So I have had the privilege to work with so many different kids and learn such a diverse group of stories and work with so many different parents and just get to know all of the incredible kids that come to our club. But one young lady who really stands out to me is Kaden. She's an 8th grader, and when she first started at the club, she really just kind of stuck with her group of friends. She, tried to fly below the radar. She didn't get involved with much, but all of a sudden, she started coming back to library more, and she would work on her homework, and then she started to open up about, having trouble with homework and having trouble in school. And so that was kind of the initial connection that gave me an opportunity to really get to know her and kind of see what was going on and how the club could help her. And before I even knew it, she was involved in everything. She was back in the library every single day. She was getting A's on her tests, and school wasn't really a stressor for her anymore. And now she is our Torch Club president, so she helps lead our meetings, she helps plans all of our events, she helps get all of the other Torch Clubbers into different roles, and she has just really stepped up and blossomed into such an incredible young lady. We're actually getting ready to invite her into our Youth of the Year program next year. So another opportunity to really challenge her and get her to step up in the club and, challenge her to be an even bigger leader than she is now. And I think it's going to be just such an awesome opportunity to get her practicing public speaking, telling her story, helping other people see that she's gone through a lot of the same things, even though they see such a strong, brave young lady, that she's gone through a lot of things that people don't even know about, and she uses those to motivate her and to work harder each and every day. So I think that she is going to be just such a monumental person in our program. So many kids look up to her and look for guidance in her, and I think that she is really learning how to use that role in a positive way, which is really awesome to see. And then just for her and her family to allow us to play such a huge role in her life. She really has grown from that quiet kid who just talked to her friends and went outside to play basketball at the court to participating in every single program and doing every single thing that is asked of her. She really is just like one of those stereotypical club kids. She does it all with a smile on her face.
I'm Allison Sandridge, and I have 4 kids here at the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club. We've been here for, I guess, like almost 5 years now. My kids literally sign up for everything that gets presented to them. So they do soccer, they do floor hockey, they do roller hockey, they do ice hockey. They have done Zumba and volleyball, and they take art classes, they get homework help. I would say some of the biggest improvements we've seen in our kids since they've been coming to the club is just, maybe number one would be confidence. The staff here at the club has this really unique approach of finding the individual strengths of each of my kids. Each one is so differently gifted. I mean, they've won incredible gifts from art competitions that Ashley's asked them to enter. My daughter just recently traveled to Boston to do an ice hockey clinic. And they've gotten to do just countless things because the Boys and Girls Club has taught them to show up, say yes, shake the hands, put in the work, and opportunities will open up. When I think about that, I think like that's a skill that they'll use for the rest of their life. And I just can't wait to see how that character is going to just transform their lives and help them to achieve all kinds of amazing things. We are a transracial adoptive family. And one of the biggest things that initially drew me here was just the diverse makeup at the Boys and Girls Club. It feels so important to me for my kids to have cultural mirrors and for them to have people in leadership above them who are people of color that they can look up to as role models and mentors in their life, and the club has provided that for them. And I'm really thankful for that place for my kids, where they can get that opportunity. And for a family like ours, that is a super attractive quality. To a mom looking for a place to send your kids, I just cannot recommend the Boys and Girls Club enough. When we first came here, I was a really nervous mama transitioning from homeschooling my internationally adopted daughter to putting her in public school, and we were just kind of getting our feet wet with just a after-school soccer program, and we found here at the club a place where our kids are genuinely loved and invested in. This is a safe place for my kids. You're looking for a place where you know your kid is going to thrive, you know they're going to be loved, and you know they're going to be safe. And that's absolutely what we have here. And I just am really thankful for the people that I get to entrust my kids to each afternoon.
Welcome. 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 Welcome to the Boys and Girls Club.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to the 18th annual Breakfast of Champions. My name is Benjamin Farrell, and I'll be one of your hosts today. And we are so excited that you've decided to join us. The Breakfast of Champions is a tradition of the Boys and Girls Clubs serving Wake County, in which we celebrate our mission to help every young person, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. In the next hour, you're going to learn about the impact of the Boys and Girls Clubs directly from one of our own members. Miles Mitchell is our club's 2020 Youth of the Year and is here to share his experience with you. In addition, we're going to hear from two club alumni, Alchrist Moretta and Robert Green, and about their perspectives on the clubs and how, with your help, club membership helped set them on very different but successful career paths. Also this morning, we're honored to induct two new members in our Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame, the Kiwanis Club of Raleigh and the United Way of the Greater Triangle. These organizations have been unwavering in their support of our kids as a part of their work strengthening our community. Now, while we expect this next hour is going to fly by, it has been months in the planning by a very dedicated team of volunteers. So please join me now, join all of us in thanking our 2020 Breakfast of Champions Planning Committee and their creative and dedicated co-chairs, Tia McLaurin and Tim Humphrey. Give them a round of applause. Now get loud enough so they can hear you from wherever they find themselves watching our broadcast here this morning. And let's all wish, you can do it right over here, right now in the chat. Let's wish Tia a very happy birthday. I think her number one birthday wish was to have all of you signing on today. So those who have done so, we thank you. This group of volunteers, this committee meeting week after week, planning for our success, and we are so grateful. We simply could not do it without you. So thank you. Now, next, we're going to hear from Boys and Girls Club President and CEO, Mr. Ralph Capps. Now, about how during this unprecedented time, the clubs have doubled down on their motto, whatever it takes. Now, if you're sitting with someone right now, I want you to turn to them and say, whatever it takes, whatever it takes, because we're all in this together. And the clubs, their motto, whatever it takes, is to provide the remote educational programs to Wake County kids whose schools are closed, and still providing the vital social engagement and physical activity that are so important for our young people. So please join in welcoming our dedicated leader, the one and only Mr. Ralph Capps.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 2020 Breakfast of Champions. These past 7 months have certainly been like no other for us here at the Boys and Girls Clubs, including this morning's breakfast. On March 20th, the COVID-19 pandemic forced us to close our clubs to traditional club programming. The first thing we did was instruct our staff to follow up immediately with every club member who attended our club during February, when we averaged over 1,000 kids in our club daily. We wanted our club members, especially the younger ones, to continue to hear the friendly, assuring voices of our staff. And with the closing of schools and with the widespread labor layoffs, attention centered on ensuring that our community's children got fed. Our staff reached out to our army of volunteers asking for food and household supplies that we could get to our families most in need. The result of this effort is our Friday food pantry for club members and for club families. In fact, this week will be 32 consecutive Fridays that we've operated this pantry. In addition, we have either prepared or delivered more than 32,000 meals to children in 5 neighborhoods that had Boys and Girls Club members living there. This initiative gave our staff greater opportunities to stay in contact with their membership, plus provided meals to all the kids living in those neighborhoods. We reopened our clubs on Monday, July 6th, so we were able to provide a fun-filled 6-week program for our members. Wake County Public Schools opened on August 17th on a remote basis. In response, our clubhouses are open from 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, with an emphasis on supporting club members' online remote learning each day. A few days after school began, I watched a young mother walking her son to his Boys and Girls Club, had his book bag on his back. This was a mother who either needed to go to work and needed a safe place for her son to be, or who maybe didn't have internet capability in her home, or maybe who just didn't feel that she was able to adequately help her child with his support, with his educational support. So for whatever reason that this mother she needed the Boys and Girls Club, and we were there for her. To see our professional staff standing tall and doing whatever it takes during this time is truly inspiring. There was never any hesitancy on their part to take on these new responsibilities in order to stay connected to their kids. Each of them is a true community hero. Now, we'd be less than truthful if we did not tell you that we miss the traditional club programs, 900, 950, 1,000 kids a day in our clubs. Arts and crafts, games room tournaments, computer games, junior leader training, sports leagues, and field trips to museums and football games. However, these traditional activities really need to take a back seat right now in order for us to be able to serve a more critical community need. It's a great question. Is it worth it to give up your traditional programs at this time? Here's an answer. The other day I was walking into the boys club behind a young father with his son, and we had to stand in line. We had to wait to get screened, so we were standing in line and started talking. This father's job is to deliver COVID-19 test kits to and from the test sites around the area. Talk about essential worker. And he says to me, this club is a godsend to me. Without it, I couldn't work. So yes, it is worth it to focus now on the greater needs of our community. We do not know exactly when we will move beyond COVID-19, but we will move beyond it. And because the Boys and Girls Club did whatever it took, we will, with your continued support, emerge stronger than ever. So sit back, enjoy your favorite morning beverage, and ready yourself to meet some great kids, to some most deserving Hall of Fame honorees, and a great keynote speaker. Now I'm honored to introduce John Ward from our presenting sponsor, Wells Fargo. John, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, John Ward, Market Executive for Wells Fargo, and I'm honored to serve as a member of the Board of Directors for the Boys and Girls Club. It is my pleasure to say that Wells Fargo proudly continues its support of the Breakfast of Champions and the Boys and Girls Club as presenting sponsor again this year. At Wells Fargo, we strive to be active community leaders by establishing partnerships that make an impact at the local level. We are thrilled to have such a wonderful partnership with the Boys and Girls Clubs here in Wake County. As Boys and Girls Clubs celebrate its 53rd year, Wells Fargo will continue to support their work into the future through philanthropic giving and volunteerism. We'd also like to thank our local team members who generously give their money and time, and the work of the Boys and Girls Clubs, which make an amazing impact on so many young people's lives.
Hello, my name is Alchris Moretta. I am a young artist entrepreneur. I do murals, logos, graphic design, illustration, and I'm also an officer at TSA MIA. I want to just start off with saying I grew up in a single parent home with 3 siblings. We moved around a lot. There weren't too many resources for me, and the Boys and Girls Club was definitely a place that I loved to go to. It was like my escape. It was my place to go be creative. And I had crayons at home. So imagine a child going and just having paints and printmaking, sculptures. Like, I was introduced to so many different art forms, sports, and just fun activities and things that just challenged me on a daily basis, especially academically. I got help on my homework. My first language was Spanish, so transitioning to English was very difficult for me as a child, so I had very low confidence and I was very shy. And the Boys and Girls Club pushed me to get out of my shell and to make new friends and to speak a whole new language that I wasn't comfortable with. So Pepe, the director of the club, he would make me public speak in every meeting daily, just knowing that. So being a member, I made AB honor roll down the road, and I got into an early college program when I was in high school, and I got into honor classes, and I got to graduate with an Associate of Arts while I was still in high school. And thankfully, I joined the program Youth of the Year through the Boys and Girls Club, and I got a scholarship to attend college. So in turn, guys, the Boys and Girls Club completely changed my life. I got to do my first mural as a child when I was 13 years old. Now I'm doing 30 by 50 feet long walls and shooting for higher and larger scales. I got to get my first job at the Boys and Girls Club as a youth developer. I got to volunteer, I got to give back. I got so much fulfillment from being a member that still to this day, I just want to be able to give back and inspire others just like I was inspired as a child. I am just so proud of the person that I'm becoming. I remember that I got into my first museum with the Boys and Girls Club in Art Space. And now I'm doing Art Basel here in Miami. So it's just growth from here on out. That's always what it's been since I joined the club, and the experiences I've learned and gained are exponential. Like, I can go on and on about how being a member of this club completely helped me become who I am right now. This empowered young woman, a person that I feel like can face anything that comes my way. So thank you for your time, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.
According to the network, only 50% of foster children in North Carolina graduate from high school. Of that small population, only 20% go on to attend college. Hello, my name is Miles Mitchell, 2020 Youth of the Year recipient for the Wake County Boys and Girls Clubs. I attend UNC Greensboro, and I plan to pursue IT in the future. I've been a member of the club teen center since my sophomore year. Growing up was hard. My father was in and out, and my mother was under a lot of stress, so we bumped heads daily. This was a very unstable situation to be in. The one person who made me feel stable was my grandmother. She always believed in me and always had hope. At an early age, she always said, "Miles, education will be your way out." By the time I started 8th grade, I was in a group home. I felt that life was over and there was no hope. It was me versus the world, and the person that believed in me the most, I couldn't see. Although my grades remained good, my environment had a negative effect on my behavior. Being in the system broke me down. But after about 8 months in the group home, what my grandmother said started to click. For the next 6 months, I focused in school, and although things were not perfect, they did get better. I got into foster care starting to feel like a teenager. The teen center was a social outlet and a safe place for me to mature. Going to the club helped me expand on the different life skills that I should have learned a long time ago, such as financial planning, goal setting, and communication. The staff at the teen center helped me accomplish different goals and introduced me to things they felt that I needed to be exposed to, like leadership roles, like Youth of the Year. Mr. Chris has been a life mentor to me for the past couple years. Other teen center staff like Ms. Cece introduced me to different IT programs, colleges, and also helped me with my financial literacy skills. We learned the importance of building credit while eating Bojangles Chicken Supremes. Shout out to the Delta Sigma Thetas on that one. Thanks to the Roseville Police Department for conducting a drunk driving simulation course at the teen center. I got to experience what it feels like to drive drunk, and I didn't like it. No worries, no alcohol was involved. I got a feel for corporate America through my internship with the Deloitte Leadership Program. It showed me that it takes a team to get a goal accomplished. This also helped me narrow my career search, sparking my interest in IT. Little did I know that 2020 was going to be a year to remember. First, I found out I got accepted into UNC Greensboro, then unfortunately, my grandmother died January 9th. A few months later, in March, my foster mom unexpectedly passed away, and then a global pandemic hit the United States. My high school closed their doors, forcing all students to learn virtually. Then it felt like everything else was changing, leaving me with only hope. Being a part of the teen center changed my life. They never lost hope in me and allowed me to be a part of the 20% of foster children that will be attending college this fall, hopefully not virtually. I want to thank the Boys and Girls Club for giving me this opportunity.
Alchrist and Miles, thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. Absolute inspiration. This is why we get together virtually or in person. This is why we invest in the clubs. This is why we have the Breakfast of Champions. Thank you for being so honest in sharing with us. So, folks, I don't know about you. I am getting fired up. I am excited. We are here to have an amazing morning. Next up, we are to recognize our half-court sponsor. So let's take a look right now. And we've got a big program still yet to come. But right now, let's recognize our half-court sponsor, Vamos.
Good. My name is Orion Red, and I'm a member of the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club. The Breakfast of Champions gives us a chance to recognize individuals and organizations who are a very special part of the Boys and Girls Club family. We do this by inducting them into our Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame. Our first inductee this morning is the United Way of the Greater Triangle. This partnership between the Boys and Girls Club and the United Way began in 1968. And it is estimated that the United Way has invested more than $17 million in our Boys and Girls Club programs. Through the Cradle to Career Focus, United Way invests in nonprofit partners supporting our community's kids from birth to early learning programs to workforce development and beyond. United Way is also tuned into the emerging needs of the community, like the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Thanks to the generosity of the community, United Way has raised and distributed more than $1.4 million to local nonprofits providing critical resources to residents during COVID-19. These dollars have enabled agencies, including Boys and Girls Clubs, to provide meals, emergency housings, educational resources, even needed medications during the pandemic. It is now my honor to welcome our fourth organization to be inducted into our Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame, the United Way of the Greater Triangle. Accepting for United Way is their Chief Program Officer, Mr. Nick Allen. Mr. Allen, congratulations to the United Way of the Greater Triangle.
My name is Nick Allen, and I am the Chief Program Officer at the United Way of the Greater Triangle. On behalf of our President and CEO, staff, board, and our donors all across the Triangle, I am pleased to accept this induction into the Wake County Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame. Our mission at the United Way of the Greater Triangle is to eradicate poverty and increase social mobility through the power of partnerships. I'd like to spend a little bit of time this morning talking about the power of partnerships. We have over 12,000 individual donors across the Triangle region and over 300 local companies and corporations. In the power of those partnerships, we engage in volunteer experiences and storytelling that inspire and inform. Another important piece of our partnerships are the relationships that we have with our nonprofit partners. We invest in over 100 local nonprofits who commit to learn, listen, and collaborate in service to those communities suffering in the impoverished environments across the Triangle. Now, it is not just what you do, but with whom you get to do it. The Wake County Boys and Girls Club is an exemplary partnership that has existed for over 50 years. But the people behind the work, the leadership, the staff, is what really makes the magic happen. Now, I'm not just saying that because I'm a former club director at the Raleigh Boys Club, but this organization is filled with the type of people, visionaries, and leaders that serves this community well. It is our pleasure and our privilege to continue our partnership with the Wake County Boys and Girls Club for the next 50 years in service to those who need us the most. Thank you.
My name is Janaea Bowen, and I am also a member of the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club. This morning, we are delighted to induct another organization into our Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame, the Kiwanis Club of Raleigh. 2020 marks the centennial anniversary for the Kiwanis Club of Raleigh, the largest Kiwanis club in the Carolinas and the 5th largest in the world. The Kiwanis Club of Raleigh has had a close relationship with the Boys and Girls Club since our founding in 1967. Since then, the Kiwanis Club has been involved in several hands-on projects to help Boys and Girls Club members. Health days, where Boys and Girls Club members could receive medical, dental, and visual exams. Kiwanians even coached in the Boys Club Baseball League one summer. And a tradition that continues today, the annual Kiwanis Christmas Party. A more recent tradition is a Kiwanis pancake breakfast, when Boys and Girls Club members are invited to come as guests for the meal. Other significant Raleigh Kiwanis projects include establishing a local Kiwanis park, building a Habitat for Humanity house, and its 2020 Centennial Parks project. The Kiwanis Club of Raleigh has also had a long-standing relationship with the foster children in Wake County. It is now my honor to welcome the 5th organization to be inducted into our Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame, the Kiwanis Club of Raleigh. Accepting for the Kiwanis Club is current president, Mr. L. Poole. Mr. Poole, congratulations to the Kiwanis Club of Raleigh.
Hello, this is Dr. LaJohn Poole. I am the president of the Raleigh Kiwanis Club. And we were recently informed that our club was going to be a recipient of being inducted into the Hall of Fame for the Boys and Girls Clubs. And we could not be more surprised and flattered and thankful to be chosen. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world, one child, one community at a time. We heavily rely on our partners to achieve our goals. We, as the Boys and Girls Club, also partner because you make the most impact when you connect with like-minded organizations who have a mission to reach the communities in which they operate. For decades, the Boys and Girls Clubs, they have long been a key to allowing Kiwanians to reach those that we want to serve. Our connections are vast, but we really connect with the Boys and Girls Club in a mission to serve children, kids, to endeavor to help them achieve their lifelong goals. And we also share a mission of positively impacting the communities in which we operate, making certain that we are a beacon of light as much as we can. And the Boys and Girls Club has participated with the Raleigh Kiwanis Club in our annual fundraiser, which is the Pancake Breakfast, which is our largest fundraiser, by the way. And they have been a very trusted partner in those pancake breakfasts that we've had, which have grown every year since I've been a member of the Raleigh Kiwanis Club. So we really value the friendship, the partnerships, the opportunity to give back, and the opportunity to connect with people that are like-minded and really have a heart for children. So on behalf of the Raleigh, the Kiwanis Club of Raleigh, we appreciate and really value this award. We thank you for thinking of us, and we hope to continue to partner with you in the future. Again, thank you so very much.
My name is Robert Green, and I am extremely excited to be here with you today virtually. I am a very, very proud alumni of the Boys and Girls Club, and I currently live in Los Angeles, California, where I work in the performance industry as a dancer, choreographer, creative director. Before I started my career here in California, I grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina, just as a young kid running around the Boys and Girls Club with an interest in music. I specifically took an interest in the violin. Now, that was very different because there was no one really around me doing that. And so it made me feel a little odd. However, the beautiful thing about the Boys and Girls Club is they made me feel okay to be different, actually. And they started to foster my gift in the violin by playing at banquets, and I got to get performance experience at all of these really cool events that gave me the confidence as a young violinist. Now, it was still very difficult, however, because my mom couldn't afford violin lessons or even a violin for that matter. In fact, I just played the old thrown away violin that was in the school. But one year that all changed when the Boys and Girls Club granted me my very own violin. And I remember holding that thing in my hands with tears in my eyes because the confidence and support that I felt from the Boys and Girls Club changed my life from there on out. Not only did I start to play the violin, I started to venture out into other things, including musical theater and choreography. And once I moved to California, I took all of these things that I garnered from the Boys and Girls Club with me. So my career now truly is an amalgamation of the art room at the Boys and Girls Club, the music experience I got playing at the Christmas banquets, and everything just brought together to really seal the deal as a young artist and performer in this industry. I'm forever indebted to the Boys and Girls Club for that support. Now I get to work with artists such as Sam Smith and choreograph for Taylor Swift and shows like Masked Singer that I truly never thought I would be doing. But now, having that confidence that was instilled in me so many years ago at the Boys and Girls Club, it really changed my life and affected me. So I am so excited for any youth that grows up at the Boys and Girls Club, because I guarantee you it makes a difference in their lives, it makes a difference in their confidence, and the support really can foster the best in them. So thank you guys so much. I am very honored to be an alumni of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Robert. And thank you so much, Alchrist. We are ready to do this. I want you to know that we're going to take a moment here and we're going to make an investment. This is going to be a collective gift. Of course, as you know, this is our biggest fundraiser. And so while we have everyone currently sitting in the front row virtual seat, we're going to open this up for donations. Now, the way that you donate using our platform today is you're going to see right below my chin down here somewhere a blue button. And we're going to put those up, and then you decide a number that's meaningful for you. You can see how many people have been giving in advance today. But in order to make a donation, you simply click and hold. So if you're on your phone, you can press and hold with your finger until your donation's accepted. If you're on your computer, take your mouse, hover over the number that's meaningful to you. And I can see that people are already making donations. You just click and hold. And how will you know? Well, of course, your computer screen will let you know, but look at the amount of money that is coming in right now. This is the most important time that we could ever be investing in our clubs. And thanks to each and every one of you for making your donations now. We know that we have a full house here tonight, and your donations go such a long way. You know, it is just it's amazing to know the impact. Over 5,000 young people between the ages of 6 and 18, 5,000 people that are impacted by the programs and services offered by the clubs. Look at where we are. We're quickly approaching $10,000 here. You can make a donation of $5,000 or $2,500 or $1,000, or you can even enter your own amount. Every donation is meaningful. Every donation matters. And when given in community like this with others, the impact and the amounts are going to be $7,000 as we go. Let's just keep going. We're super excited. You know, this work has been, of course, well underway all the way back to 1967, and it continues to improve. It continues to have impact. This is 7 clubs, 7 locations, 4 in Raleigh, 1 in Wake Forest, 1 in Zebulon, and plus the Raleigh Teen Center. Now we're getting close to 10. We're going to go right on past 10 on our way to $15,000 this morning. This is so exciting. Thank you. Look at $1,000 coming in right there from someone. Thank you so very much. You know, the academic success, think about your dollars right now going toward the academic success of our young people. Staff and our volunteers, they work with the members in the clubs. And they're doing that remotely now as necessary to give our kids the very best support they need in school. They help them from everything: language arts, STEM courses, right? Students receive more tutoring, they receive mentoring, whatever they need for them to be successful. $11,000. Let's keep climbing. I know we're going to go to 15, maybe even further. I'm telling you, any amount. We could put up other amounts too. We can go from 500. You know, how about 750? If you want to know how tangible and how meaningful a donation can be, consider $750. That is the cost of 1 year of membership for one child. Now, many of our members, when they're able to pay the $7.50 per year themselves, but that difference, that $742 per child, is what we must raise, and that relies on your donation. So we're currently at $11,400. Consider making that donation right now. Help us see this number climb. Join our corporate sponsors, our volunteers, our staff, our kids, their families. Here we go. We're at 12,000. Thank you for that $500 donation. That is great. Let's keep going. You can give any amount that you want, knowing that given together, the impact, it's extraordinary. 12,000 on our way to 15, maybe and beyond. You know that club members, I don't have to tell you this, you know this, they get higher grades than other youth nationally. You need to know that 100% of our club's juniors and seniors already know the education and training they need. They are on a path to success. They've got a vision for the future. They see themselves succeeding, which gives them that energy and that commitment and that drive to keep working, even when they find themselves in challenging circumstances, as we heard earlier. Let's go for it right now at $12,700. Can we get to 15? I'm telling you, just find an amount, make a donation. You can enter your own amount in any amount. Thank you. 50, 50, 100, all of that is making an enormous difference. So just think about the character and leadership skills. Let's keep going now. If you've not yet given, you're waiting till the end. That's okay. We love and we admire the excitement of anticipation, waiting for that to come in. The staff and volunteers, so you know, at the clubs, they place great emphasis on helping kids to learn the soft skills, these vital soft skills in succeeding, becoming involved, becoming productive citizens. And these are expert design programming. Expert design program, committed mentoring, young people that may not have exposure to these skills outside of these settings. So this is where you go. Who will take us to $13,000 right now? Just keep going. If you find yourself wondering, what amount should I give? You just ask yourself, open yourself, allow yourself to be inspired. This is where we're going. We're going all in. We're at 12,960. Who will give one more time to take us to 13,000 as we continue to celebrate? You know that last year we had over 1,000 members participated in prevention programming to keep them away from drugs, keep them away from alcohol. $13,000. There we are. This is amazing. Let's keep going. Now you can give 40, you can give 50, you can enter your own amount. That is totally up to you. Just keep going. This is where we get excited. Find an amount right now. Let's put up $100 right there. Let's put up 100. Let's put up 50. And just know that we can do it. Let's just kind of go all in. And if you've given once, I'll just say, consider giving again. Think about the money that perhaps you have saved while sheltering in place, the amount of gas that you have not used. If you've been eating at home, all of these areas you can invest right now. Our biggest fundraising morning of the year. Everyone is on hand. We're just encouraging you to make a donation. We're at 13,000. Maybe we can get just a little bit further. You know, can we get, we're looking at $2,100 there to get us to 15,000, or $40, 40 people at $50. Let's do it right now. Let's get to 15,000. Let's celebrate and know that you're making an impact. All of our students, young people standing by, staff and volunteers have not slowed down for 1 second. We are literally rewriting the story of 2020. Rather than about all the problems that we incurred, the clubs are writing the story that we can overcome our circumstances. We are not defined by our circumstances, that we will continue to use what we have learned to harness our grit, our resilience, our personal power, and we will succeed in life. In fact, we will lead the other. We will lead the way. Our young people in their communities, with their confidence and strength and personal power, are showing others how to live a successful life. This is how we change the world, one life at a time. We are doing it right here. We're at 13,800. I know that we can celebrate big at 15,000. That is why we're all here this morning. Let's do it. Let's honor those stories that we've heard. Let's honor, as we've heard from Ralph, this is the commitment that we have. And you heard about the father dropping his son off at school. He said, this is a godsend. Without the Boys and Girls Club, I could not work. So we have got to go all in right now. Going once for $15,000. Can we make one more step in that direction? You know that last year, over 750 young people participated in nutrition education programs. What could be more important than that? Of course, keeping them physically active, keeping them healthy, keeping a strong mental state. Well, there we go, $15,000. Someone's coming in at the $2,000 donation. Thank you so much. Look at where we are now, $16,000. Extraordinary, extraordinary. You know, 97% of club attendees are abstaining from cigarettes. Come on, that's higher than the national average, of course. This is where you're having an impact. Look at where we are: physically active, healthy, strong, confident young people. You are doing this with your participation tonight. Thank you so much. Look at where we are: $16,000 given collectively. So amazing. Now, just only because we have a fascination with whole numbers, maybe we get to $17,000 right now. But it's important for you to know the moment really that the world had to shut down in place, the clubs immediately went into action, providing remote programs and stepping in for helping with school and alternative activities during the shelter in place. All of the staff members were in constant contact. We're at $17,000. Take a look at that. They were in contact with our families, letting them know that the support was still there. Even remotely, the support was absolutely there. They were distributing computers and hotspots, keeping people connected so they could have e-learning. And $18,000, look at where we are. This is the type of work. This is immediate pivot and innovation, immediate adapting, literally showing the kids this is what you do. This is what it means to be in a community that cares. This is what it means to live in a part of North Carolina where you have the full support of other families, where you have the support of the business community, where you have the support of your neighbors, your staff, where you have support of your mentors. You have to understand too, 964 bags of groceries that fed nearly 300 families. This is the work that you've done. We thank you so very much. All of these amazing donations, $18,000, goes such a long way in providing these vital programs. So as we're getting ready to move into our keynote speaker, I'll just give maybe a final call if you'd like to give any amount that you want to help us. Maybe we can hit $20,000 before our day is done. Thinking, look at this gift of 1,000, a gift of 2,000 with 500, 250, 100, the gifts of 25. It is the giving together that makes us successful here today. So thank you very much. $18,140. Absolutely, actually amazing. So thank you so much. Now here, I'm just going to maybe say going once here for $20,000. If we want to just make maybe a final push, if you want to go, maybe if everyone puts in, let's say 1 tank of gas right now, let's say about 50, maybe 40, maybe you want to do 25, but we can get there. Knowing that we're giving together, knowing we're having an impact, hit our goal. Here we go. $50 is coming in. 250 is coming in. Thank you. We're at 18,500. I got to tell you, I'm thinking of Tia right now. Tia, I'm saying to you, how about celebrating your birthday at $20,000? We should do it. Come on, everybody. It's so fun to see the number climb. Let's do it. $50 at a time, 100 at a time, or 25. This is all in the spirit of community cooperation and investment, showing our students, showing our young men and women what they are capable of. As when it comes to leadership, sometimes they say that a person, you have to believe in them before they can believe in themselves. And that is what is happening every single day. Less than $1,000 to go. I'm seeing $20,000 on this board. You know, right now, you could be the person at the end of the game for the final shot to take us to $20,000 so that we can celebrate that number on the board. Hey, the World Series, the NBA Finals, they each get 7 games. We've got this one night, or I should say this one morning this morning, where we are coming together for $20,000 here, a collective investment going once here for $20,000. Who wants to help us get there? It just does feel good to hit this amazing milestone. Going twice for $20,000. You know, 250 was our last gift in there. Who wants to do it? Can we all do? How about $25 to get there? This is just simply having fun and making a gift right now. So we're going to leave that number right now at $19,190. We know that you may continue to give as we go. Here we go, everybody. We're not stopping. Someone has just put the foot on the gas. So now we're just $500 away. And I think we can all agree we shouldn't stop right there. We should never give up when we're this close to a goal. Celebrating at $20,000 with the committee, with our volunteers, for our kids, for our staff, mentors, and teachers. all working together here to have an $20,000. Come on, let's give a very loud, come on, a round of applause. If you're at work right now, yell across the said, we did this right now. We did this. If you're at home with someone, turn and give them a high five, said, we did this together. And if you find yourself right now, you are at home and you're watching this, know that you are a part of an amazing community who cares. This is what it means to live life to the fullest, by giving and paying it forward. So very exciting. Thank you so very much. And so I know I'm going to move on now because I get myself excited. We want to thank everyone for registering, everyone who signed up and showed up to be here for our clubs. And so here we go for time for the raffle winner. So let's do it. A big announcement here. I hope you're listening. Here we go. Number one, thanks to the Angus Barn for providing 2 beautiful gift baskets and certificates to enjoy their amazing menu. So think about those. All of our restaurants, the challenges they've been, they continue to say yes, continue to invest, and continue to make a difference for us. So winner number one, Angus Barn basket number one, Connie Thames of Town Bank. Connie, congratulations. Winner number 2 of the Angus Barn basket is Loretta Harper. Loretta Harper Arnold, excuse me, of Capital Broadcasting. Thank you and congratulations. Also, you saw Stormy there. How about this? Thanks to the Carolina Hurricanes for donating an autographed hockey stick and puck. And the winner, okay, Carolina Hurricanes fans, are you ready? The winner is Van Isley of Professional Builders Supply. All right, congratulations. Now, Derek Whittenberg, thank you for being with us. And in addition to being with us today and sharing your speech with us, you've also given us an autographed NC State basketball. So the winner of that is hopefully a very big NC State Wolfpack fan, Mike Munn of McAdams Incorporated. Congratulations. Also, we have an anonymous donor that stepped up and provided a UNC basketball autographed by Hall of Famer Coach Roy Williams. And again, I hope you are a Carolina fan. The winner is Lauren Procopio. Lauren Procopio of Fifth Third Bank. Congratulations, and I hope I got your name right. Also, how about Sean Fowler over there at Mandolin Restaurant? Absolutely grateful for his participation, so active in our community. So thanks to Sean and Mandolin for providing a complimentary sampler menu with wine pairings. Is it too early in the morning to talk about that? The winner is Carrie Grace Heckle of UNC Healthcare. Congratulations. Next as well, I'd like to thank Pear Quality Foods. Of course, you know them as Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue, providing 2 catering packages for 20 people. Now, you could continue to enjoy and have a party or 20, or you could turn it into a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club. What greater reason could you have than to invite people over, socially distance, 20-person barbecue catered meal? All right, we're looking at you and we're celebrating the winner of this item, package number 1, Amy Moreau. Amy Moreau, thank you and congratulations. And winner number 2, Carol Weeks, both winning catering packages from Smithfield's for 20 people. Now, thank you to the Oak Bourbon Bar for providing a $50 gift certificate for a bourbon tasting. And the winner, listen carefully and invite yourself to join this person, James Morgan. Congratulations, of Town Insurance. Congratulations. Now, you know what we're going to do? You heard Mr. Whittenberg challenging. I believe he and his wife gave a donation. Jacqueline, thank you so much, of $1,000. That brings us to $22,000. And we are so grateful for everyone's support. I want you to know that this donation button and this website will remain open throughout this day. And so we encourage you to share. like and share on all of your social media channels. We want to expand the reach of the Boys and Girls Club. We want to expand our impact, and knowing that you're doing it with others really can go a long way. Invite people to come on over, sign up, and make a donation, knowing that they're going to benefit well over 5,000 of our young members. So I want to thank a sincere thanks to Wells Fargo and all of our other sponsors for supporting and your ongoing and continued support of the Breakfast of Champions. You know, it's because of your support and with the help of everyone in our virtual room, we are able to fund the life-changing and in some cases life-saving programs with the Boys and Girls Club. You know, as we said, over last year, over 5,100 members participated in activities and programs, building their academic success, building good character, building great citizenship, and healthy lifestyles. You know, as Ralph said earlier, these kids are growing up right here in Wake County, and we will do and continue to do whatever it takes for them to have the chance to, number one, graduate from high school and have a plan for their future. And for this to happen, kids need a safe, they need a positive environment where they can connect to caring adults, where they can have fun and enjoy new opportunities. You know, as the number is here at 22,000, a sincere thanks to every single donation. And we're often reminded of the great William Barclay, who said, surely it's our duty in this time that we have to do all the good we can in all the ways we can for all the people we can. By signing up, by showing up, you have done that today. So on behalf of all of our volunteers, our planning committee, all of our sponsors, our mentors, our teachers, the amazing staff at all of our clubs, and especially from the over 5,000 members of our club, we want to say thank you. Thank you for signing up today. Thank you for being here. And now we have a special message. Until we see you again, and hopefully next year in person, thank you for joining us and thank you for participating in the Breakfast of Champions. Let's take a look.
Thank you. 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 Thank you.